All right, Adventures in the Caribbean is down here at Seven Seas Beach today. As you can see, it's a beautiful day. We got some waves going on, so we're gonna have some excitement. It's gonna be a great time. We're right here at Costa Mia, great place, restaurant we're gonna talk about a little bit later. But our journey is gonna take us down the shore here. Come on in here, Herb. This is our guide, our good friend Herb. He's gonna be showing us around today. So we're here at Seven Seas Beach area, and we're gonna be heading, you mentioned the grotto. What's other spots are we gonna hit?
We're just gonna explore along the beach here. There's a lot of really great spots. This one beach is really beautiful. And we're gonna head down to the rock grotto. It's gonna be some natural rock
grotto. I like that.
It's a rock grotto, so it's natural pools.
So there's music playing? Or?
no. You have not available. But,
okay.
But as the ocean crashes into the rock bed, it forms natural swimming pools there. So it's gonna be really beautiful. And the adventure to get there is also really nice.
The adventure to get there is really nice. I like that attitude. And that's always the case in life, isn't it? All right, well, let's head out and see what we can find on our adventure. You ready?
All right, yes, sir.
Let's do it.
Beautiful skies, beautiful beach, and that is where we are headed today, to the top of that hill.
All right, you can see Balneario Seven Seas. Of course, the Seven Seas Beach. Beautiful spot. It's actually a blue flag beach, which is, there's several different criteria, like public restrooms, dining. It has to be really clean beach, clear waters. So it's a really nice beach. So we're gonna be cruising around here, but we're gonna actually be going off doing some exploring off the beaten path today. So let's do that.
All right, we hit the trailhead and we are on our way with some great sights to see. We're going to head through the mangrove forest and several beaches down there, and then of course our final destination.
Out in the mangrove forest.
Well, we'll get to the mangrove soon, and it's actually a mature mangrove forest, which means that it's no longer in the reproductive phase. It's really cool.
Oh, okay.
The interesting thing about hermit crabs is when they get so big that they outgrow all their shells, they're considered to be the biggest bugs on the planet. They can get like 10 feet, like 2 full feet wide, like that. Like 10 feet. Okay, so these are mangrove trees, and you can see that the way that the mangrove trees reproduce is that they have these long branches that sway down into the water. They have these tripods or pentapods that go down into the water, and when they get mature,
What are they called, pentapods?
Yeah, their tripods are 3 and penta is Latin word for 5. So.
Oh, very cool.
So
We are learning something out here, aren't we?
So the mangroves will essentially clone themselves. Instead of having fruit or nuts or seeds or anything like that, they'll have these clones of themselves that'll come off, and then they'll drop off from a height and then plant themselves in the soft soil. So these are still in the reproduction phase, and later on we're going to see some ancient mangrove trees that are fully matured and are no longer in the reproductive phase because they're now on dry land. Nice. Another really interesting thing about that is that mangrove trees they're saltwater resistant. So a lot of the islands are made up of, as mangroves expand, they drop all these sticks in the ground. As we're walking, sometimes you'll hear a clicking noise, and that's their branches falling off and hitting the ground. And over thousands of years, those branches will form soil and then eventually form land. So all this bio bay water down here will eventually be dry land because of the reproduction of the mangrove trees.
And what we're looking at is they're in brackish water right now?
That's brackish water down there, so they actually drink the salt water and produce fresh water as a result. So they actually filter the water themselves.
I was just about to say
water.
that. They're really good filters.
They're great. So and they release a B vitamin that activates the dinoflagellates that hopefully we'll get a chance to see later on tonight.
And the dinoflagellates are the microorganisms that glow in the bay.
That's correct.
Nice. Beautiful. Well, I can't wait to see the big ones.
Yeah. Water, all because of their branching.
And now what's the name of this beach?
This is Hidden Beach. In Spanish, I don't see it very well, but it's Playa Escondida.
Means hidden beach. I can see why it's called that. Thank you, babe.
Good dedication.
I need my helmet, huh?
Yeah, right?
And there's a bunch of signs around here that says don't litter. And if you bring something, make sure to go back with it, and then a little bit more. But not everybody follows that.
Don't move.
Now we're gonna see if we can make it through the slightly wet portion of our trip. Herb's going African style, carrying it on top of his head. You all right there, Peggy?
Usual for here. I mean, if you go to Rincon, those are every day. If you go to some beaches, then that's just the norm. But
I can't believe it's not filled with surfers.
Well, you saw somebody
it's
coming
so
out with a
dangerous.
surfboard.
It's so dangerous back here too. This is all reef. This whole area right here is covered in reef. So if you fall in the water here, you're gonna get cut up really badly.
Yeah.
Or run into a hard rock.
Hidden Beach. Where are we going next? Plenty more mangroves. You can see where the shores have gotten beaten up by the oceans. All right, we made it to the top, nearly to the top of Butterfly Hill, right?
Yeah.
Tell us about this location.
So this is one of the points in Puerto Rico. All beaches turn into coves, and this is one of the points in between the next phase of the cove.
Because of the water battering on it?
That's right. So it gives that little elliptical shape. And we named this area Butterfly Hill, as you can see from all the butterflies that are up here.
There's hundreds of them everywhere.
Very few people come up here, and it's just a really unspoiled area.
That's why the butterflies hang out here, there's less people.
Yeah, so there's a lot of foliage, and there's a lot of there's almost no predators up here for them. So there's a lot of places for them to come up here and pollinate. It's
Nice.
a really beautiful area.
And it's such a diverse ecosystem that we actually are seeing cactus everywhere, flowers, tons of plants.
Yeah,
These ones even look like little mangroves.
these are sea grape trees.
Sea grape trees,
all these,
okay.
Circular leaves up here are sea grape trees. The rest of the fauna I can't identify, but the butterflies are sure.
You can't identify all the fauna? Most of it, though.
Well, some of it.
Okay, good.
All right.
Beautiful view. now. And of course, Herb's about the only one who can make it out here. And this is kind of like his secret location. So he's going to tell us a little bit about it, but you have to promise not to tell anyone else.
Okay. So this is the Rock Grotto. I found this one day just exploring, trying to get a great view from the top of the mountain up there. And I looked down and I saw this beautiful swimming pool made of salt water. As you can see, the waves are crashing into this bedrock pure earth. And that's what this is. This is pure earth. You strip away all the soil, all the grass, all the trees and fauna, all the sand. This is what our planet looks like. I mean, this is
This is
earth.
you're looking at the surface of the planet right here.
This is seriously. So this is a really amazing place just for that alone. And as the waves crash into this area, you know, stopping anything else from growing, it also carves out rocks. There's a little river right here that's running through. You can see some water trickling down through it now, and the salt water is like little diamond feathermen inside of it, cutting out and carving out these rocks.
When you say rock grotto, it's like rock lobster.
Right.
But for those who don't know, a grotto is basically a...
Okay, so according to Wikipedia, a grotto is usually a man-made thing, and we kind of invented that word, making like home pools and jacuzzis with rock structures. But it classifies it anywhere where there's a cave structure and natural water.
Yeah, and if you saw that come by, that's why we're not in the grotto right now. On a lot of days, it's calmer and cooler.
Yeah. Normally we would go swimming, but we're not going to today. She's making me so nervous. You gotta get down from there. Get away. God, I've never seen such adventurous Puerto Rican girls. Ever. Guys are usually too scared to go anywhere.
But it's basically a natural whirlpool, is what you could also call it.
Right. And it's also an infinity pool. When you're in the water, the waves will come up and fill it up and then bleed back into the ocean. So from your view, you can only see ocean from there. So it's really beautiful. It's a natural pool. It's a hot spring because it's so warm when it's not super active.
When the sun's blasting on it.
Right, and it's a natural infinity pool, so it's really, really cool. Today, if you can see waves on the horizon, you can gauge how dangerous it is or how safe it is.
Well, we can see swells coming in a mile away.
Unusually swelly today, so we're not gonna try and swim today, but we are gonna try and explore a little bit more around this area.
Nice. Well, we'll be back to do some more exploring, and next time we'll jump in the natural whirlpool. But there's lots of cool spots to see around here, so.
Maybe even snorkel inside of there. There's little sea urchins.
There you go.
And fish get swept in there sometimes. And there's a little, I think it's a natural sundial. That's why I named this place the Sundial Grotto. But I usually prefer to look for it.
Nice.
It's not going to be on the internet. Not going to find it.
Yeah, go and find it. The only way to find it is with Herb, so check it out. Right now. Damn. Cool, huh?
But I think it's calmed down already. Like it didn't do a big one the whole time it's gone, right?